What's up everyone, we're going to be going through the best WNBA player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 13 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we are on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 13 picks right like me, win more bets, or receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord to meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $200 just yesterday, and another member who won $138 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, a link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick, and when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first we're going to be talking about is none other than Wnba, and this one is for 18.5 points, and this one is for more. Now we look at Wnba, we've actually seen her go on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see, and they do face off against none other than New York Liberty. Now, as you all know, New York Liberty do rank 3rd in points allowed. However, the reason why we do like the over for this situation here is due to the fact that when it comes to Wnba, she is a guard, and New York Liberty do a very poor job at restricting points to the guard position. So we definitely see someone like Wnba going on the over, not only just to that, but due to the fact that Wnba does have a very high usage rate in this department. Her average over the last 5 is 21.6, so she's been scoring at will, and we think it will continue on, and her hot streak will continue on into this next game. Now, they did most recently just play New York Liberty on August 21st, and we definitely see a similar situation. She did only get 17, so she did miss out on it, but we definitely see in this next matchup, we should be able to see her go on the over, adjust to it, and be able to get on the over here. And she didn't have that great of a shooting night against Liberty, in that most recent game, but we think she should be able to come out firing in this. So Wnba, 18.5 points for more, I think is a great pick. Again, to the next one, we're going to be talking about Breanna Stewart. Now, guys, there is only one game, but this one's another fantastic one in the same game, and this one is for 23.5 points, and this one is for less. Now, we look at someone like Breanna Stewart. We've actually seen her go on the under in 2 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than Dallas Wings. Now, Dallas Wings do rank 12th in points allowed, but the reason why we do like the under for this situation here is due to the fact that Dallas Wings do a very good job at restricting points to the forward position. So that's a big reason why we do like the under for this situation here. We definitely see her being able to go on the under due to the fact that not only do Dallas Wings do a great job, guarding the forward position, but on top of that, Breanna Stewart, as of lately, hasn't been able to really convince us that, she can hit this line consistently. Even some of the games that she has been able to go on the over, she just made it over, and we are expecting a little bit more less usage rate coming from her in this next matchup. So we are expecting a big game, but we definitely see someone like Breanna Stewart being a big defensive focus for Dallas Wings and to stop her as quick as possible from scoring. And because of that, we do like the under for this next matchup. Because they just have most recently played. So we should see adjustments in, Dallas Wings' defense there. So Breanna Stewart, 23.5 points for less, I think is a great pick. Now, getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about Jonquel Jones. So Jonquel Jones, great player as we all know, and this one is for 14.5 points, and this one is for more. Now look at Jonquel Jones. We've actually seen her go in the over in 1 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against the Dallas Wings. Now, Dallas Wings do rank 12th in points allowed, like we mentioned before, but as always, we want to look at per position, and when we look at per position, we see that Dallas Wings also do a very poor job at restricting points to the center position. So we definitely see someone like Jonquel Jones going on the over here. And we see in the most recent game, the only game that she was able to go on the over was against none other than the Dallas Wings. And she did, significantly beat her line at 23 points. And we are expecting a similar situation coming into this next game. We think a lot of the focus is going to be on other players like Breanna Stewart. And because of that, it definitely does lead to a lot more opportunity for someone like Jones to go on the over. Now, our average over the last 5 is only 11.2, but we definitely still see her going on the over due to the matchup that she does face off against. And when we also look at what the bookies is saying the bookies also have her favorite for the over as well. So all signs really do point towards the over here. So Jonquel Jones, 14.5 points for more, I think is a great pick. As you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines. So here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first player you're going to be talking about is none other than Kayla Thornton. Now, Kayla has been doing a great job, averaging 6.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 0.8 assists. So she's done a great job for none other than New York Liberty, and New York Liberty do face off against none other than the Dallas Wings. Now we look at the Dallas Wings, as we all know, they do rank 12th in points allowed. On top of that, they rank 12th in assists allowed, and when it comes to rebounds allowed, they do rank a little bit higher as they rank second. Because of that, we definitely see someone like Kayla Thornton being able to go on the over in the points and assists category. So we definitely would focus a lot more on those two due to the fact that when we look at Dallas Wings and the rebound, they rank a little bit higher. So I would focus a lot more on points and assists, mainly points for someone like Kayla. You know, she doesn't have the highest usage rate out there, but her highest usage rate is definitely points. So I would focus a lot more on that. When it comes to this game as well, you know, we also think that when it comes to actually the matchup Dallas Wings also do a very poor job against the second unit, which is what Kayla Thornton is actually a part of. So we definitely see her being able to exploit Dallas's Wings weak defensive unit, especially being that second unit, and that's the reason why we do like the over here. So I would focus a lot more on points, but like I always mention, guys, keep an eye out for her line first. If her line is under her averages, definitely look to go on the over because I think there'll be a lot of great value there. So getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Samira Sabal, who's been averaging 22 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. So she has done a fantastic job for the Dallas Wings, and when it comes to the Dallas Wings, they do face off against none other than the only game in the WNBA, which is New York Liberty. So it is going to be a very exciting game, but when it comes to New York Liberty, as we all know, they do rank 3rd in points allowed, 4th in assists allowed, and also 3rd in rebounds allowed. And because of that, although Samira Sabal does have a very high usage rate, we actually see her going on the under here due to the fact that when it comes to New York Liberty, they do a very good job at restricting points, rebs, and assists to actually Sabal's position. So that's a big reason why we do like the under for this situation here. And when we also look a little bit further, we also see that when it comes to this matchup, we are expecting them to really focus on Sabal as much as possible and to restrict her as much as possible when it comes to points, rebs, and assists. Now, when we look at Samira Sabal, they most recently, like we mentioned, just played against New York Liberty, and in that game, she did have herself 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. So, rebs and assists, she was on the under. Now, points, she just made on the over just by 1 bucket, but we think now in this next matchup, there is going to be a lot of focus on her, and we definitely could see her go on the under here. So, because of that reason, definitely keep an eye out, you know, for the under for Samira Sabal in all, you know, aspects, whether it's points, rebs, and assists. Now, getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Courtney Vandersloot from New York Liberty. They do face off against Dallas Wings, like we mentioned. And when it comes to Dallas Wings, as we all know, they do rank 12th in points allowed, 12th in assists allowed, and then also, like I mentioned, 2nd in rebounds allowed. And Courtney Vandersloot does, you know, average so far this season 7 points, 2.6 rebounds, and 4.8 assists. So she has done a fantastic job for none other than New York Liberty, and with the matchup against Dallas Wings, we actually see her going on the under here. The reason being is that Courtney Vandersloot doesn't have that high of a usage rate, and we tend to see her come off the bench most of the time. So because of that, especially in this game, we are expecting her to actually not have that high of a usage rate. Although she did a very good job last time, we do think that, you know, Dallas Wings are actually going to focus a lot more on her, and because of that, they may actually restrict her as much as possible in points, rebs, and assists. So, you know, it is dependent on whether Courtney Vandersloot is going to start or not, but we are still expecting her, although she had a very big game last game with 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 11 assists. So she absolutely smashed, you know, her averages. But we think in this next matchup, her line may come out a little bit high because of that, and it may be too a little high that, you know, there's now more value to go in the under. And we are also expecting Dallas Wings to really focus in on her. So because of that, we are sticking to the under for this situation here. Keep an eye out for it, especially if our line is too close to our averages. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.